Alright guys, so I made a huge mistake a month ago, even a month ago, actually 30 days ago, when I created my Can We Get 10K account. And so I'll explain to you guys in the video. So this account right now is dead. That Raid Shadow Legends account is completely dead. I'll explain why, so let's get to it. What's up guys, it's your boy Russian with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So like I said, my free-to-play account's dead, and the main reason is because I made a huge mistake. So when I created this account the day before, I created an email. Actually, the email was, can we get 10K subs at whatever. And when I tried to create this account, I wasn't able to because that was already taken, right? So I created a little twist and create a different account, and I was like, that's fine. So the following day, when I went to record the video, I made a huge mistake and I actually used the email I don't own. So now, don't take me wrong, it could be okay in some sense. The person who owns that email account may never play the game, and that would mean like I would have no issues to play this account. If you're looking for a sign to get a fresh start in raids and become a part of my squad, this is it. Click my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 3 more epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Player in Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email, launch raids and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. This is your chance to get Karato for free, as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress your account in raid. So click on my link right now and claim them. And the reason why I found that was because right here, well, okay, it's on mobile, I can't show it here, but when you have to certify your email, I wasn't able to. And then when I went to check it out, I realized that was the wrong email. So the reason why this account's dead right now is because I could keep playing this account and maybe in 10 years, everything would be fine. Now, from the experience I have in a lot of games, a lot of times if this game is sold or anything, certain companies want you to confirm your accounts, what it means I wouldn't be able to. Now, second of it is if the person, because you know player ain't gonna be sending emails to this account. So if this person decides to check and put a reset on the password, then I don't have access, and it doesn't matter how much work I put in this account would be lost forever, okay? Or the person could hold the account hostage until I paid whatever amount of money. So I'm not playing with that. This account's only a month old. So my free-to-play account's dead. Long live my other free-to-play account. So as you guys know, I have a different account. And let me pull this up. So a few months ago, okay, I had started this account. This account right now is only day 41 as of today, okay? So only 11 days difference. And that was my 2 hours a day account. Okay, so to be fair, I'm gonna be using this account because it would make really no sense for me to restart from zero and have to struggle. And it's not fair also with my clan. By the way, the clan name is Broken Not Dead. You guys can search and apply for it. I will be accepting. We still have about 5 or 6 spots available. So I will be using this account. Now, the reason why I pretty much stopped playing with this account and didn't make much sense was because I had some really good pulls on the first month. And some people pretty much complained, well, I don't have this champion. So if you use, now it doesn't really help me at all. But you guys also know I have rares and below only account. So if you need information, if you don't have the champs I have on that regular free to play, you guys can check the videos about this other account and it will help you to be able to manage your teams. And yes, you may have some legendaries, you just need to change whatever. If I have a damage dealer that is a rare, just put your legendary damage dealer. Okay, now this account will have some problems. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't matter how lucky I was in this account. And I was lucky yesterday when I was working on building up this account, try to see where I was in this account because I haven't touched for like a month. I got lucky again. And I'm gonna show you how I got luck. So yeah, let's get to it again. All right, guys. So yesterday I had one void shard to pull. And I was like, you know what? Let me YOLO this. Now, you gotta remember, I did not... I had pulled Senna in the first month, so I was the farthest thing from Mercy, okay? And I actually pulled the legendary that is on the queue on the 2x event. So I actually pulled Niamhe, Spear of Nyrissa. So let's go through her kit and you guys gotta understand why it's gonna look like that's a cheat code, and it is. Don't take me wrong. Her A1 attacks one enemy, place a 50% decrease attack debuff and a 30% decrease crit rate debuff on the target for 2 turns. Has a 50% chance that these debuffs cannot be resisted and blocked. Now you can book it up to 75%. On the A2, attacks one enemy. If the target has 50% HP or less, this attack is always critical and will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Place a shield buff in all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is equal to the difference between the target's current HP and the target's max HP. If target's a boss, the value of the shield is proportional to this champion's defense stat. If the target's skilled, also reduce the cooldowns of all ally skills by 2 turns. And that also books to 75%. A3, Jeweled Leaf heals all allies. The value of the heal is proportional to this champion's defense. Also place a block debuffs buff and a 50% ally protection buff on all allies for 2 turns, and it can book down to 3 turns cooldown. And the biggest one, Shield Mistress. Place a block damage buff in all allies for 1 turn at the start of the round each time this champion HP drops below 50%. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate, okay? Now, yes, pretty much, if I don't make her too strong to where her HP is always high, okay? And I think that's a hard thing, right, to do. But she'll always have the block damage up, okay? Now, you're probably thinking, because let me also show you guys the rest of my legendaries. What it's gonna look like it's a joke. So I do have Alice the Wanderer. I started this account when Alice was still on. I do have Karato that came from my link code. I do have Sigmund the High Shield that came from, that was my new player promo code. I have Kael that I picked. Okay, not legendary, but pretty good champion. Then I pulled Senna Emberheart on my first Void Shard, okay? Then, right before I stopped playing with this account, I pulled Helicat. And last night, I pulled Niamhe. Alright, so you guys probably think, wow, great. I can pretty much like clear the whole game with those champions. And that's something I mentioned yesterday. This is actually a problem for me right now, because when we look in here, she's not booked. Helicat, not even a single book. Senna, not a book. High Shield, not a book. Karato, because he was my first champion, he's booked, but I still need 6 books to get him on the max. And Alice, not booked. So that's where one of the biggest choices gonna have to be right now, is who I actually gonna be worrying about, because I don't have the books for those champions. And to be honest, this account, as you guys can see, is on level 46, okay? What it means, I have a long ways to go. I cannot clear a lot of the dungeons past 13 or 15, okay? So I need to work on that. I need to be able to have gear. Also, with cooldowns this freaking high for some of those champions, I'm not being able to use them to the maximum, okay? What causes issues to where sometimes it will be better, for example, for me to focus on champions like Armiger, that is fully booked. Discard the High Shield, the Sigil, that is fully booked, and it's an amazing champion. Now, yes, I will have to choose in some ways if I'm gonna get Helicat or Niamhe. Probably Niamhe to 6-star, but those are actually not my priority. And they're not my priority because while they're legendaries, while they're amazing champions, their cooldowns are way too high for right now. So until I can get those books, it doesn't help me as much, okay? And that's something that happens on free-to-play. You may think you're being so lucky by pulling all those legendaries. And yes, you're being lucky, but you cannot book them, what it means you probably cannot get their masteries, or it's not even worth to get their masteries because you're not using them to their max. Okay, so yes, this account has been very lucky, but on my other free-to-play, I had pulled Godseeker. What you guys may say, she's not as good as Senna. Well, she is. She's not as good as Lemsey, but I had the books to get her fully booked. Okay, so I would be able to use her to her max. What I can't do with those legendaries. But it's something I'm gonna be working, and some choice I'm gonna have to do. So one of my first choices, one of the main things I have to focus right now, and usually I wouldn't focus so hard on it, but if I want to book those champions, if I want to be able to fully use them, I'm gonna have to do. And it's Clan Boss. So as you guys know, Clan Boss for the most part is probably the best place to get books and to get shards. Okay, as of right now, I can only go up to hard with this account. Like I said, I haven't really worked this account for months and it's still a new account. So what I need to do is be able to get all the way at least to Nightmare. And it doesn't matter if I'm 2 keen, 3 keen, 4 keen Nightmare. As long as I can clear, I may be able to get books, okay, and be able to get those champions where they need to be. Now, it's probably something that's gonna be happening within months. It's not gonna happen the next weeks. That's a free-to-play account. I don't have a lot of the gear I need, so I'm gonna have to be working on that. But first of all, I need to be able to get whoever gonna be my team for Clan Boss all the way to 6-star. So yeah, guys, big changes. I hope you guys understand why I'm changing. I don't feel it's the case for me to start a brand new free-to-play when I already just started my rares and below account. So I am picking the account I have the least amount of time. Yes, I've been crazy lucky with that, but there's a lot I'm gonna have to work to be able to maximize this account. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you guys want to join my clan. Broken Not Dead, everything together, no space between. And as always, I'll see you in the game.